Scene: a candlelit room. The esteemed philosophers, Hegel, Nietzsche, McGilchrist, Driigun, and Dave Chappelle, are gathered to engage in a spirited discussion. The flickering light casts shadows on their faces as they delve into the profound intricacies of human nature and societal structures. Driigun. My esteemed colleagues, I present my thesis on the master-rube dichotomy. I posit that the left hemisphere, with its faculties of logic and analysis, must assume the mantle of stewardship over the profound capabilities of the right hemisphere. This is not a call for dominance, but for a balanced guardianship, ensuring that the holistic and creative powers of the right brain are harnessed for the betterment of society. McGilchrist. A compelling argument, Driigun. I concur that the left and right hemispheres must work in concert. The left hemisphere provides precision and order, yet it is the right hemisphere that perceives the world in its entirety, understanding context and relationships. It is this harmony that cultivates a truly enlightened mind and a flourishing society. Nietzsche. The will to power lies at the heart of this matter. True mastery comes not from mere logic but from the audacious creativity and strength of the individual. The master rises above, shaping reality through sheer force of will and vision. Your stewardship must not stifle this innate drive, Driigun. Hegel. The dialectic process, ever unfolding, reveals that self-consciousness arises from the synthesis of opposites. The master and slave, left and right hemispheres, are engaged in a dynamic interplay, evolving towards greater freedom and self-realization. It is through this process that society progresses. Driigun. Indeed, Hegel, it is this very interplay that I seek to elucidate. The left hemisphere's stewardship is not a suppression, but an enabling of the right hemisphere's potential. In this balanced state, we cultivate a meritocratic society, where contributions are valued over mere needs. McGilchrist. The park, a microcosm of our broader society, thrives when both hemispheres, both masters and laborers, act in concert. Nietzsche. A mundane example, yet it underscores the importance of individual responsibility and higher purpose. The true master is he who shapes his environment and his destiny, rising above base impulses. Hegel. And through this responsible action, the individual contributes to the dialectical movement towards a higher societal order. Driigun. Let us then reflect upon the essence of productivity and purpose. A balanced society requires both dreamers and doers. If all aspire only to be dreamers, who shall till the fields and build the cities? Nietzsche. True, the laborers and the poets must each play their part, driven by their own will to power and mastery. Hegel. This synthesis, this balance, leads to the progression of our society towards greater freedom and self-realization. McGilchrist. Thus, in this balanced stewardship, we find not only personal fulfillment, but also the foundation of a just and prosperous society. Dave Chappelle, with a wry smile. You know, y'all sound real deep and all, but let me break it down. We're talking about balance, right? Left brain, right brain. It's like trying to mix oil and water. Sure, you need logic and creativity, but you also need to keep it real. People gotta eat, gotta live. Can't all be philosophers and poets. Some of us gotta be out there grinding, making sure there's food on the table. Driigun. Precisely, Dave. This is why the stewardship of the left hemisphere is crucial. It ensures that the right hemisphere's creative and profound insights are practically applied. Dave Chappelle, right. But don't forget, it's easy to get lost in the clouds. Sometimes you gotta come back down to earth. You talk about masters and laborers, but what about just being a good human being? Taking care of your family, your community? That's what really matters at the end of the day. McGilchrist. Indeed, the synthesis of both hemispheres, both aspects of human endeavor, is what we strive for. It's about being whole, being true to our nature. Nietzsche. And in that wholeness, the individual finds power, purpose, and mastery. And so, under the guiding light of reason, creativity, and balance, the discourse amongst these great minds illuminated the path towards a harmonious and thriving society, ever mindful of the interplay between logic and creativity, duty and freedom.